The Crisco Kid Block Party.
Welcome to the show, my boy Nav. What's up, baby?
Chilling.
I see you, man. Whole nother level, next level, man.
I mean, I appreciate it.
We in town, or you're in town for the Bad Habits tour. So much has changed since the first time around, and then you retired on everybody, and then you came back. I feel like your retirement, was it one of those things where you were really retired, or like a Michael Jordan, let me go play some baseball, and then let me come on back and then get back to business?
It was like, just when Uzi said he quit, I quit kind of knowing that, he's not going to quit forever.
Right.
I'm just quit too, so it.
Was it that you wanted to get back to, like, sometimes when you do something for so long, you kind of lose the passion of what you started out doing? Like, I started DJing, and then I got into radio and started doing other things. And I think sometimes when you go too far from your roots, you lose the passion. Mm-hmm. And when that's kind of gone, it just becomes a job. And then you have to stop sometimes, and then you're able to go back and find the passion again, and then it's time to jump back into, what you had fun doing.
Yep. I took time off when I quit for real, though. I didn't go to the studio or anything. And all I ended up doing was playing video games, really, wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, what's up with Fortnite, man?
I'm fire at
Gamer tag, do you add people back, man? Because I hate when people say
tough.
they're going to play with me.
I have to have auto decline on because they know my username, so I just always like nonstop requests.
So you'd have to add me.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
No pressure, but let's see how this interview goes. And then at the end, if you can add me, much appreciate it. I'm averaging about 5 kills in games. I'm all right.
All right, we'll carry you.
It's okay.
We'll carry you to win.
It's okay. Are you a big basketball fan? Because, it's got to be big for Canada, though. Toronto, the Raptors.
I'm a big Raptors fan, but it's like, I never watched sports until the playoffs. Just being honest, I'm not like a big sports fanatic.
Right.
But when the Raptors started going crazy, I was like, we were in Miami. We saw when he hit that shot, the one that was a tap shot off
tap. I like how you put it in.
Off the rim. So I saw that. It was me, Young Thug, Gunna, everybody was together watching it. I was like, yo, these guys might just go to the finals. Like, they didn't think they're going to beat, the Bucks or anything.
Right.
They went straight to the finals.
Right. So I don't even want to talk about basketball anymore because I feel like it'd be like, who or what? But, it's just got to feel good, though. Do you rep? Like, it's got to feel good with your team.
We were there. Canada. We were there courtside for the game they lost before the one that they won.
Yeah.
So we definitely support, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We went crazy.
Do they give you the tickets now? Like, are you at that level?
Not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs.
No.
In the regular season, we have connections where we can go courtside, but like in the playoffs, you got to pay, bro. It's like, expensive.
Right. Shout out to my boy Four Corners, man. He's a DJ for the Raptors, so I know he's always at the games, and he's always like, yo, man, check out who's in the audience and the crowd today.
It's a nice job.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of great stuff coming out of Canada. What's the process been like for you? Like you say, coming back from the retirement, putting out Bad Habits. We got Tap with Meek. I heard a story about how it was just like, yo, take all my records and whichever one you like, go ahead and jump on it. Mm-hmm. Just the growth, man. What's been the biggest thing coming back since, what was it, March? Around that time, in the past 3-4 months, what are you taking away this time around, the second time around, man?
So like this tour, I'm like experiencing stuff, and I'm more on my own. I don't have like management with me. It's not like, and I've grown a lot, and I've matured, and it's just, I don't know, it's just way better.
Well, so this tour, headlining your own tour right now. We just talked about off the mic that you went to Houston already.
Yep.
I know you got LA coming up, the Palladium. That's a legendary place. I think when people play there, sometimes people don't understand like the legends that have played there. Same thing with the Van Buren in Phoenix. A lot of people come through the city, and it's a jump off point when they perform at the Van Buren. It really takes things to another level as an artist, because I know there's so many things involved with what you do, man.
Yeah. See, like those points that you just raised, like I didn't even really think about that or know that. I was just more like, oh, how many people are on the venue? Is it sold out? And like, yeah, I'm like, okay, sick. I don't really, now that I think about it, it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of history at these venues. I saw like Kurt Cobain and all this stuff, and like the ones that I went to like on tour, it's pretty crazy.
So when you get to the Van Buren tonight, you're going to experience an energy. I don't want to hype it up too much, but I'll just tell you this. People are surprised with the love and the vibes that they get at the Van Buren and in Phoenix anytime they perform here.
I got that vibe from just being outside yesterday too.
Yeah.
And like the people here, there's a lot of brown people here, Mexicans, all kinds, and they're showing me mad love yesterday. Even though I'm not Mexican, they always be like, yo, you kind of like a voice for us and shit. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, well, I love Mexicans.
I think we're at the point where I think when people see skin color, it's just kind of like, yo, we all kind of in this together. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it really is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't see it that way, and that's what's wrong with the world, but it's okay.
And I don't want to dive too much into that, but do you see like sometimes when people always try to divide and put people into sub genres, and he's cool for this and she might be good for this, what's been the biggest obstacle for you? Maybe like just like, hey, I break all barriers. Don't put me in a category.
My look, is the way I look. It's like the stuff I'm saying on songs and the way I look doesn't really match up, and my voice and this and that. So that was tough to overcome, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a wall for me. It was like a gradual it's getting better. It's getting better. We're good.
Got it. Let's talk about the production right quick, man, because I know everything starts with the production.
Mm-hmm.
The one-man band, you know what I'm saying? Swizzy made that back, and then now it's by you being a part of a generation, I believe, that doesn't depend on other people. I think that's what makes the newer group of artists coming out within the past 5-7 years here, because they know how to do everything themselves.
Yeah.
Who are you working with on the production side of things? I know you're focused on the artist, but like you say, if everything goes back to production, are you still constantly producing while you're on the road, while you're on tour?
I honestly haven't been working on that much music on this tour just because we're moving around so much, and there's a lot of back-to-back, like triple shows back-to-back.
Yeah. It's
like really a 5-week, really like condensed tour. But I work with Metro all the time in the studio.
You guys got another project coming out?
Not that like we planned yet really, like we want to do Perfect Timing, but we're both working on so much stuff on our own that like it's like I know what he's got going on next, so I get like, we just got to take our time to do our thing, and we'll find time for it. But we just make beats whenever we hang out, and then I got my producers that did all of Bad Habits with me. Money Music, Frost, and Trouble. They're like all my friends, so I work with them a lot too.
I heard when you got the whole team, you sat them down in front of a board just like that one that's on the wall behind you. It's a blank board. You said none of this fancy lifestyle, nothing,
100%.
None of this all happens unless we get to work and we put out the best project that you can put out. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I had to bounce. I felt like I had to bounce back from the last one. And if I didn't, like it's not like you could like take a hit and then go down more. You have to go back up. So,
right.
As I told them, I kind of preached them that it's over if we don't keep it going.
Right. Well, let's do this, man. Let's give them a record right quick. This the single that everyone's talking about right now. If you can introduce it, man. Come on, Nav.
Yo, this is Nav, and this is my single Tap featuring Meek Mill.
Yeah.
On 98.3.
I'm in London, got my beat from London.
Yeah. Tap. Nav is in the building featuring Meek Mill. Yo, everybody checking for this record, the Tap. It seemed like this, the project and everything has kind of came about naturally, linking up with Meek. How was this relationship developed and just blossomed to what it is now, man? I mean,
I was around Meek like early in my career, like just like hanging out with him with like my friend Bucks and everybody, like with Cash and everything. But when I was coming up and I wasn't even XO or signed or anything, like my mom's crib, he used to post pictures with the caption were bars from my song. Like that means like he's listening to my shit. He's really like with it. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then when I went around and I was kind of like, yo, does he know that I did back to back? I'm like, chilling at his crib. I'm like, I don't know if he knows, but like, I'm like, I guess he knows what it was. It's not like I intended for it to be used for that, but
Right. So it was never. Have you ever actually addressed it, or was it just kind of like those things? Maybe it's. I mean, you're talking about it in interviews, and I'm sure he's probably seen the interviews.
I don't think it's something that needs to be addressed. Like, I know he knows what it was.
Right.
I was making a beat with some kid that I make beats with, and he sent it to Drake, and next thing you know, that's it. I was just making beats.
Yeah. So fast forward now, the relationship to where he sends you his whole library. He obviously trusts you enough with that. Could there be anything moving forward with another project like that?
I mean, I would love to work with Meek again. I mean, he showed me so much love. On like the day of the video shoot, like he cared about the video more than I did, to be honest. Wow. Like not like I didn't care, but he was like really about it. So it was crazy.
Every person who's got a creative mind is always thinking about what they're gonna do to better their best and take this project and make it better. What are you already looking forward to, or do you have anything down the pipeline of some of the artists that you haven't got to work with, but yet you know what's coming?
I've pretty much worked with everyone I want to work with, but I think maybe like a female artist, maybe like Mustard's artist, Ella Mai, or some kind of like vibe like that. I would probably get into in the future, but the next project I really want to be even more hands-on than I was with Bad Habits. I might just produce the whole thing myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, is that because you just, not that you don't need anyone else, but
I just want to go in the studio and just be alone and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because now it's too easy to depend on other people. Like I could start a couple melodies and tell Money to put drums on it, and it just makes me lazy, but yeah, I think I want to see what happens.
And what about the newer artists?
Lil Keed, I just did a song with him on his project. He's on fire right now. And his brother, Lil Got It.
Okay.
That's really who I think are the two hottest.
That's the two next.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because me and Jules were talking, and she's like, yo, who you mentioned? You mentioned Safe?
Oh yeah, in terms of Toronto, Safe is a super talented kid. Like I don't think people really know how talented that guy is. Like he can sing and produce. He could do a lot of stuff. I think he doesn't take as much credit as he should for the stuff he does.
Let's fast forward right quick, because I know in another interview, and I don't want to touch too much because I'm sure people asked you about it, but the fame level, do you feel comfortable, like when you walk out now, are you receiving enough, but at the same time, can you still be low key? Like if you needed to go to Target,
no,
like you can't. Target days are gone.
It depends what area, what city.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
So
it's just days when it's annoying, and there's days when you don't care.
Well, because I mean, who was it from the Migos that slapped the guy at the Target with having a phone? Offset, man. I mean, is it ever been to that point where people have annoyed you that much to where you got to move the camera out the way?
I feel his frustration in that clip. Like, I totally get it because, like, it's like, ask for a picture, you know? Don't just shove the camera in my face.
Right.
But me, I'm always, like, nice to my fans. I'm always like, you know, at the end of the day, they pay my bills, you know?
Right.
So it's cool. But, yeah, I totally felt his frustration. It's the worst when someone's, like, snapping you from far away. All they have to do is, I'm a nice guy. You come up to me, ask me for a picture, I'll take a picture.
You seem hella cool, man.
But
Sure.
it's like, when they do it from far, it's just like, they just
It's creepy.
Like yeah, it's just weird.
Yes, it's odd, man. It's odd. What's the last place you went, though, that you could go unrecognized and it felt kind of good?
The last place?
Yeah.
I think in one of the cities, I went to the mall and I was like, let's see if I get spotted. And we didn't get spotted at all.
Hella low key.
Yeah, it's like you luck out. The days that I'm like looking for it, like, yo, I can't go outside, no one bothers me.
Right.
And the day that I'm just chilling, everyone, like, there's kids chasing after me in the mall. Like, it's just whatever.
It's just what happens,
Yeah.
man. A day in the life of Nav, man. Nav, I appreciate you. Much love. Thank you so much for coming by.
The Crisco Kid Block Party.